Okay, you have about 2 minutes if you are setting up your space still. We are going to be working on using our knees as if we were going to climb stairs. So we'll need space on either side. You'll want to still be able to hold on if you need to for our balance. And as far as weights go, those are the ones that we'll be standing for, so you can have slightly heavier weights maybe than the days that we stand up. But you still have 2 minutes to get set up. I just wanted to help you with your setup. Okay, we're ready to get started as soon as I get the music going. Remember, you just need space on either side of the chair and then room for your foot to be able to move. Relax the shoulders, start bending your arms. Where my feet are right now, you can maintain this on the floor even when we start picking it up. And then we're going to pat behind. Thank you, everybody, for waking up early. Okay, now we're going to reach up, first morning stretch. Now we're going to circle around front, start moving through your fingers. So you see where my feet are right now. You can stay like this, or now you have the option to pick your foot up off the ground. If you're not sure about your balance though, go ahead and keep it down. And let's tap behind. And now we're going to combine. Reach, wipe, wipe, reach. This is a brain exercise, so if you don't get it perfect, don't worry about it. Okay, this next one is our last one of this for now. And we're going to be right back here. And relax your neck and shoulders. We're just moving in the arms and the legs. Now we're going to pat behind. Okay, this is the last one, and this is the last time for this one today. One more both sides and we're transitioning into jumping jacks. So now, you can reach up overhead. If this does not work for you, you can bring your arms to a different position. All right, last one. We're going to sit back. At first, when you move into your knees, it might not feel so good, but after that, it should. And we're going to cross over and tap back, only as much as you have your balance. Back to jumping jacks. Okay, last one, both sides. Sitting back. So if you're moving through your knees and it doesn't feel good, you change your position. Don't keep pushing through it. Crossing over. We have two more. Last one. It's the last set of these. We have two more both sides. Last one. Sitting back. And cross it over. Okay, last one. Now we're going over to the chair and you're pressing down on your handle, not pulling up. And you're just moving through your hip, holding this in about 50% of your total strength, warming this up. Now, we've got tight areas right here at the front of the thighs. We want to stretch that out. And lift through the knees. And let's move through the ankle. Reverse it. Now the back of the leg, just like we moved through the arm, you're going to move through that leg. Okay, that's it. Again, you have yourself not pulling up on the chair, and we're going to lift through the hip. Right here, kind of the hip. Good. Okay, let's move through that knee. Sometimes you're bone on bone there, and you need to put a little fluid to make it more comfortable to move. Now we're moving through the ankle. Reverse it. Now bending into the back of this other leg. Everything here is relaxed except for where you're moving. Okay, now we are going to go, stay right here, but stagger the feet. So the outside leg goes forward, inside leg goes back, and you're going to bend your knee just like you would to use stairs. We just want that knee capable of using stairs if you absolutely have to. Okay, now you are going to use the chair so you're not leaning all your weight on the inside leg. You can hold on or add a punch. Now, we're going to step them back, step over, switch. So make sure you get your feet all lined up, relax this upper body, press that floor away. Okay, now we're going to make sure we're not leaning into this leg. You can hold on to the chair if you need to. All right, now we're going to come to the back of the chair. You're going step to the side, step to the side, switch it out. Make sure you have plenty of space between your legs. You don't want to be so close that you're bending too far into the knee. Okay, now work that balance, either floating it or adding the punch. Excellent. So step to the back. We're going to go side, side, stagger. We want to always practice walking side to side so that you can continue to use those muscles involved. Okay, now no weight here. Okay, we're at the back. Step to the side. Step to the side. So last step. Pressing that forward and making sure your knees feel good the way you're bending. Now no weight on the inside leg foot. Now we go to the back, step, step, last set of these. Okay, now no weight. Remember, hold on to the chair if you need to. All right, we're going to have a seat. Get a drink of water if you have it, and pick up your weights. So this chair is acting like a weight bench. Feet are firmly planted on the ground. You're able to sit up and engage your center. You're going to have your arms with your wrists. Press up, lower down. Okay, last one, both sides. Now your arms are by your side and you're shrugging. It is very important that you bring both shoulders up as equally as possible. Okay, this is the last one. Now, strong wrists. Should not feel a strain on your neck. Okay, last one. Arms are by the side again, and we're going to shrug. We have two more. Last one. This is our last press up, lower down. Okay, we have one more, and then arms are by the side again, making sure that you bring it up smoothly. Okay, this is the last one. You're going to make sure you have good posture here, elbows are relaxed. Push away from the center of your chest. All right, last one. Now your arms are right by your side. Lift and lower. Only going up as high as the shoulder. Studies have shown that over 40, you don't get really much extra for raising your arm more other than more injury. Okay, this is our last set. Again, you're going to get yourself where you have everything set up correctly, because you want to be at the center of the chest, not the front of the shoulder. Okay, last one, both sides. Now we've got that good posture. We're going to lift and lower. Okay, let's get one more, both sides. Good. Okay, we got ourselves in a good position here. Center of the chest, not front of the shoulder. Let's get one more, both sides. Now, arms are by the side, get posture, lift and lower. We have two more. Last one. All right, now we're going to move into the next muscle. Lean a little forward. Arms are about 45 degrees. You're going to row. So you get more into the back if your neck is relaxed. Okay, last one, both sides. We're straight up. Imagine you have a suitcase on either side. You're going to bend through your side to pick it up. Get you closer to that small little suitcase by bending your side. Trying to match up both sides. We have two more on both sides. Last one. Now we're leaning a little forward, 45 degrees. Neck is relaxed. Make sure you're still breathing. Okay, last one, both sides. We're straight up, reach down, pick it up. Okay, one more, both sides. Leaning forward again. Coming into that upper back. Okay, last one, both sides. And then we reach down. We have two more. Last one. All right, so go ahead and release your hands for a second. Remember, we never want to grip super hard. Now, from here, we're going to imagine, well, first of all, your upper arm needs to move. Imagine this is a rubber band. Pull one side of the rubber band and then the other. I know I repeat myself a lot, but your target is the muscles at the back of the shoulder, not the front of the shoulder. Okay, last one, and we are going to turn. Now, if any move that we do does not feel good to you, you find something else we've done that you're fine with, and you do that instead. Okay, last one. Again, loose upper arm, working that back of the shoulder muscle. And you are not pushing your belly forward. It's held in about 50% of your total power. Let's get one more of both sides, and then we forward. We have two more. Last one. Now we're going to pull this rubber band out one more time. Should not be feeling in front of the shoulder. Looking good. Okay, last one. Now it's work. We have two more. Last one. Okay, no tension at all. We're going to lean back a little bit so you can get your arms slightly behind your torso. And we're going to come up in that bicep curl. What are we looking for? A stretch in your arms. You want to feel the arms slightly stretched. So it's not as short as what we would normally do. Now, if this does not feel good to you, you're going to sit up and do it regularly. We're just trying to get it to stretch a little more. Okay, now, you're going to pull yourself up, lean a little forward, roll the shoulders back, press the end of the weight straight up to the ceiling. You might even brush your hip when you go back. And you definitely want to relax the neck and upper back. Okay, last one. Now we're right here with it hanging, and we're going to come up and down. Okay, last one, both sides. Just coming up from the hip, leaning forward, elbows above the rib cage. Above it. I had to think for a minute there if that sounded right. Try not to squeeze in the weight as you push up. All right, this is our last one. So your back is just at an angle, but you feel good in your lower back area, your stomach area. We just want a little stretch on the arm. Working the functional part of your bicep. We have two more on both sides. Last one. Now, again, it's coming up from your hip. Roll your shoulders back. Press that end of the weight up. Okay, we have two more both sides. Last one. Now you want to come a little forward so you have full range of motion on your legs. You have these resting on muscle or fat, not bone. Sitting up tall, you're going to lift with your heel. Okay, now we're going to stay on this leg and take it out and in. Drawing a little upside down U or an arc. Lifting at the heel or the arch of the foot. Now you're going to let that leg rest, recommit to your posture and lift. And keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Now we're going to take it out and in. The general rule of thumb is that you breathe out when the work is hard, breathe in when it's easier. It's both hard to breathe. Okay, last one. We're going to recommit to that posture again. And if you're leaning anywhere, it's towards the leg you're lifting. Now we're going to take it over. And now we're going to lift the other leg. And let's take it out in. Okay, this is the last one. We're back to that center, lift and lower. And let's take it out and in. We have two more. Last one, and remember if you're leaning anywhere, it's towards the leg you're lifting. But we prefer you to be centered. And let's take it out and in. And yes, I meant to say we because I mean me and you, because you're going to feel better if you're in the center. Okay, this is the last one. Now, I want you to focus on the back of your thigh. We're going to go heel. When we bring the toe back, that's where you should feel that squeeze. So we're going to go right into it. Feeling that squeeze on the back of the thigh. Okay, so now you're going to stay on this leg and lift and lower your heel. Okay, now we're going to that heel toe. Squeezing into the back of the thigh. Remember, that's your braking system. You need those back of the thighs to be strong. And now we're going to lift and lower that heel. Now we're working in the calf muscle, the second part of the brake. I want that strong too. Okay, now we're going back to that first leg, heel toe, finding that squeeze. Okay, let's lift and lower that heel. Okay, heel toe. Okay, let's get one more, and we're going to raise that heel. Make sure that you only bring it up as high as you have control of your ankle. Okay, now we're going back to that heel toe. Let's lift and lower that heel. And last bit on this side. Okay, this is the last one, and we're going to lift and lower that heel. All right, now you're going to keep your head above your heart and pick up the ball. So get a drink of water while you're here. And if you don't have your water, you can start squeezing into the ball. But if you're getting a drink, this is all we're doing is squeezing into the ball. Your hands might be a little stiff. This just loosens them up before we do anything else. So you're squeezing it. Okay, now we're in the center. We're going to walk them. If you have arthritis in your hands function better after you move through them a little bit. Okay, now you should feel good enough to be able to toss. If you're not comfortable with the ball leaving your hand, just make the motion, but don't actually have air. And then if you feel comfortable tossing it over to the other hand. It is perfectly normal to be more confident in your catching skills on one side than the other. So we'll go back and forth, trying to match it up. Everything we do in this class, we're trying to match up the effort. Trying to keep your body balanced so it's less achy. Okay, now we're going to take it up. This is mobility in the shoulders. If you have shoulder issues, stay below any pain threshold. Okay, now we're going to do a little row the boat motion. That is in your back and your side. Again, anytime we do a mobility move that doesn't feel good, find another one. The first one may be a little difficult, but after that it shouldn't be as bad. Okay, now, this is again shoulders, so if your shoulders aren't so good, don't do this. And make sure you're breathing on these especially. Okay, pass it over to the other hand. So this is just a rotation, like you're waving a flag or something at a race. Okay, now, if you can, you're just going to bend and extend to the back of the arm, right here. And then we bring it down, pass it over. Same thing on the other side. You have your center held in, about 50% of your total strength. And then we pass it behind and lean forward, and you're going to tap it. Now you're starting to work into your brain a little bit. Okay, last one. Now we're coming into the hip joint. So it's a little in and out, and you're rotating your knee in and out through your hip joint. If this doesn't work for you though, find something else. Okay, now you're going to extend it out. If it hurts to reach down to your toe, keep it up higher. Now you've got the same leg, pass through. Okay, now we're going to go in the opposite direction. We came in from the outside before, now we're coming from the inside. You might fumble a little more on one direction over the other. That's okay. If your ball comes in front of the camera, just wag me down and I will let you. I'll get it. I will make you get it. Okay, now we're back to that hip, in and out from the opposite side. So you're just turning the legs in the hip joint. And then we extend. Okay, now tapping from the outside. And then we're going to pass from the inside. So now it begins here. Now we are going to stand to squeeze into the ball. So you're going to take it, high point of the thigh. Hold on to the chair if you need to. This can also be done seated if you need to. 2 count, squeeze and release. When you stand, you should be hyper aware of your backside. That's not doing the squeezing. Your inner thigh is. Then we get a little bit of pelvic floor work. Now we're going halfway down and squeezing it again. And then above the knee, muscle or fat, not bone, and slow squeezes. Now we take it to the top. Make sure you've got a good position. If we're going to do the quicker squeezes, split pants, it might go out. So we're going to do quicker squeezes. Down, halfway down. Quicker squeezes. Quicker squeezes are harder if you need to do slower, do slower. Above the knee again. Remember, you're squeezing in a muscle or fat, not bone. So you're not squeezing into the knee joint. Now we take it back to the top, slow squeeze. Halfway down, slow squeeze. And then above the knee, slow squeeze. Feet stay on the ground firmly planted. They're not rolling all over the place. And then the top again, quick squeezes. See where we're going with this. Halfway, quicker squeezes. And above the knee, squeeze again. Start at the top again. Squeezing slow. These are just easy ways you can keep your pelvic floor healthy, and a lot of health problems can come from that being weak. Men and women. Okay, halfway down. As a matter of fact, they say that's the biggest interrupter of sleep. Okay, now we're above the knee, slow again. Now for the sake of time, we're not going to do the quick ones again. I'm sure that breaks your heart. We are going to come into our crunches. So I'm going to be going diagonally, or at this angle. If you can't do that, keep yourself forward. You're going to lift the chest towards the opposite hip. You're pulling your navel in, but it is the fingertip muscles of the opposite side doing the work. And then, arm and side, you're pressing into the meaty part, not the bony part of your elbow. And then, we are at the navel, center. Breathe out as you press into the ball. Breathe in as you release. This is a good crunch using the ball from standing. Okay, arm and side, press and release. Okay, chest towards opposite hip. And I want you to really pay attention to the direction you're going so you don't accidentally go this direction again when we switch. Okay, now, this is where we switch. You want to go the opposite direction. And now we're pressing, arm and side. center. Arm inside, press release. And chest towards the opposite hip. Again, paying attention to the direction you're going so you don't repeat it. And then we're back to this first side for one final set of beats. And then arm inside. And then we're going to take it to the center again. You want to feel those stomach muscles in the center working. Okay, arm inside. And then this is our last one. So chest towards the opposite direction. All right, now we're going to have a seat again. Go ahead and take the ball, put it directly behind your navel so you can press into the ball with your navel. The chair in your back should hold it there. You're going to breathe out, press into the ball, breathe in and release. Breathe out, breathe in. So this is another way, this stomach vacuum, that you're working things that just naturally come apart with age. We have two more. Last one. Now, you want to make sure you have a little range of motion. This is above your ankles. You're just going to lift and lower your heels. We're trying to keep your ankles mobile so you have a little less maybe knee or hip pain. Okay, now we're going to put the ball underneath and we're going to undo this band behind to work into the side of the hip. So you're going to take yourself far enough forward that you keep your toe and your heel connected to the ground. Step straight out to the side. If for any reason your foot slips off, reset. Don't just keep pushing through. And if the band doesn't work for you, you can just have your weights on top. Okay, now we are going to let this be flat. And you're going to feel like you're turning open a jar using those same muscles. Then you hold on to this handle just to go over to the other side. And as I always say, it doesn't have to match because your jars are never going to be exactly the same. And we reverse it. Now we're going to pick this up. Stepping to the side again. Okay, last one, both sides. We're going to turn it. Reverse it. We're going to take it over to the other side again. Does not have to be perfect. Just want to feel a little something pulling you back. Reverse it. Okay, now we're going to pick it up. Get yourself centered. Toes and heels on the ground, stepping straight up. Okay, one more both sides. Little slash, turn it. Reverse it. and then we switch. Reverse it. Okay, now let's get the stand completely out of our way so you can stand up by the side of the chair. We are going to work the strength of your feet. Big foot, little foot. Hold on to the chair if you're not sure about your balance. As much as your shoes are going to allow, you're going to spread your toes to make your big foot as big as possible. So there is going to be a big foot sighting in Edwardsville today. They aren't going to be sure if that's your feet or somebody else's. Now, you want to make your foot as small as possible by curling your toes and trying to pick up a rubber ball. There's not a real one. Spread the toes wide. So when you spread your toes wide, you should feel the bottom of the foot connect behind the big toe, the pinky toe, and your heel. And now we're going to make a small foot. So you're learning how to grip the floor with your toes. Makes your balance better, makes your arch higher. Most of us, our arches are starting to fall. Okay, this last one, we're spreading them wide. And then grip the floor with your toes, trying to pick up an imaginary little ball. Now you top your foot, maybe a little stiff, so you're just going to move it around a little bit. Get that tense feeling out of it. Now you can use the chair if you need to. We're going to trace the outside of the foot. So you're going to start with your big toe, take it around to the inside of the foot, heel, outside edge to the pinky. Pinky, outside edge, heel, inside, big toe. Set that down. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're trying to have it as close to just your normal stance as possible, but you want to have your balance. Once you get to that pinky toe, you're going to trace around again. And then let's have a seat. So we're going to start with the neck muscle. So let your ear drop to your shoulder. Breathe. Slowly roll your chin to your chest, ear down to shoulder. Now you bring your head to the center. It comes up. Let's take the arms out. Rotate it up. Rotate it back down. You're going to open and close your fingers. Press into your palm once it comes back to your chest. You're going to press in and out as you inhale and exhale. Now, we're going to row. So the more you relax your neck, the more you're going to pull into more of the back and less of the shoulder. Now do our bird. So we're going to just move through here. Bring it around. Now you will have your hands by your side and you're going to shrug. Now your elbows come back. Take your legs slightly wider than your hips. You're going to inhale, your chin up and your tailbone up as you press your chest and your tummy towards the ground. Now exhale and you're going to round everything in. Inhale, your chin up and your tailbone up. Exhale, bring it in. One more. Now you are sandwiched. You're folded in half. You're going to rise up from the hips. Come back to that cactus position. Now slide your hips back a little more. You press your forearm into your thigh into your forearm, and stack your shoulders. Now this is the waist, so if it hurts, you're going to come below the pain threshold. If you're still good, you're just going to do the exact same movement on the other side. By pressing into the thigh and pressing the arm into the thigh, you're going to feel a little stretch in your hip, maybe too. Now you come to center. Take one leg to the middle. Take the other one on top. You're going to lift your chest rest over your wrist and twist to the bottom leg side. Release to the opposite side. And remember, you're doing nice big inhales and exhales wherever you're at. When you're ready to switch, which leg is on the bottom? Lift up over that rib cage. It's like you're wringing out the center of your body. And then you release to the opposite side. Come to the middle and scooch forward. One leg is bent, the other leg is straight and flexed with the toes pulling back towards your body. You should feel a stretch on the back side of the leg. If you are comfortable, point your toe, Feel the stretch on the front of the leg. And then you got this little ramp. If you can stack here, that's fine. This can lift a little bit. That doesn't work for you, you can lean a little forward. And then when you come up, we're going to switch where we flex. So feeling that back of the knee. And pointing the leg. Again, you got a little ramp. If you're comfortable. Now you can lean forward, but this leg doesn't have to be flush straight down. And then we're going to come up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. So I know your week's been thrown off, but next week we will be back on schedule except at 8 a.m. So I will see you Monday at 8 a.m. Everybody enjoy your weekend no matter what the weatherman says we're expecting. Thank you.
Calling for rain. Lots of rain.